Yo, 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 yo. We are back for another dope episode of Late Night with Nate and Adrian. I'm your boy, Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Brandyberg.
And some bombs. You know I like the bombs, Boogie.
Mom's
Shout
away.
out to the No Sleep crew. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Boogie! We are back for another episode 100. How you doing?
100! 100!
I feel like I should drop some bombs for the 100th episode. Little delayed bombs there.
Sorry, a bomb is a bomb is a bomb.
How you feeling? How was your week?
Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized, excited. Man, week was great. Just got to chit chat with family and friends. Got to
Always a good thing.
got to see pictures of my niece. My niece just celebrated her first B-day.
Hey.
So yeah, good times. Good times has been had.
That's dope.
Yeah.
First B-day. Okay.
Yeah. I'm an aunt for the first time. Yeah.
What'd you get her?
I got her a customized book,
Okay.
that, had a nice little story revolving around the spelling of her name.
Which is
Rabia. So yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to baby Rabia, friend of the pod, niece of the pod.
Baby Robbie. Can't wait to see you. Coming to see her in a couple of days.
Hey, I know she'll be excited to see you. So you said first time auntie. I'm a first time uncle as well. So what does it bring joy to you? Does it make the ovaries kind of clench for your own youth?
Now I don't know about ovaries springing, but it makes me feel good because it ain't my kid. So it just it feels good to know that there's another generation,
It's always dope.
outside of me, right after my my siblings, and it feels good because first of all, it puts no more pressure on me, even though I'm the only girl on my mother's side, and I have been feeling pressure in the past, but now I'm just like, yeah, I'm good, y'all.
You can have that.
I'm cool.
I mean, I see my brother with baby Zayd, and I'm just like, yo, it's dope.
That's a dope name.
I love it. It was creative as all heck. I'm just like, okay, bro, I see what you're doing. Baby Z coming out here. And my mom FaceTimes him like every night. And I was just like, okay. I was like, this is what y'all do. And she's like, I know he knows. And my dad's like, he doesn't know. He's just not in his head. But it's just like,
I mean, not yet. Not yet. About 3 or 4 is when they actually start to retain memory. About 4 actually. So I'm in the clear right now, so I can FaceTime and get pictures or whatnot. But after 4, that's when I gotta start showing my face.
Start showing up.
Yeah.
I feel bad though. There's some things that I did miss, and I was like, he's not gonna know. I was like, here's some cash. Even that, he's not gonna know. I'm like, just put it in his fund. Like you said, when he starts being 4 years old, now he's walking. I get the videos of him running through stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, baby Z, and he's tall. I'm like, all right, maybe he's gonna be a dunker. What's he gonna do? Who knows? I'm like, let's see.
You better get that little nigga into baseball or golf. Stop playing with him. Tennis,
lacrosse, solo sports. You're right. Solo sports, we can get a bag.
You better stop playing with him, because let it be known. I wish I would. If my dog had walking capabilities, when I get a dog, I'm gonna be like, bark, ball. Bowling,
you know what?
golf?
I'd be like, let your Uncle Nate write some jokes for you. Kid acts are amazing. I'm gonna put them on stage.
Eat them up. In a heartbeat. How was your week?
You're not gonna be the kid. You're not gonna be the kid in the contest.
Not at all.
My week was good. It was a little slow motion. We had some progress in the gym yet again.
Hey,
I think I'm seeing 2.5 abs.
Okay.
2.5 abs is what we're getting at here, which I was comfortable with too. But now that extra half is coming in here. I'm just like, we're doing it real big.
Okay.
um, I hit another milestone, Boogie. Another great milestone.
Say word?
I finally cleared out all of those IG posts.
Oh,
All
yeah.
1,000 of those posts. I got 16 posts now left on my page.
Okay.
Over the last 3.5 weeks, the listeners, y'all should know that, or y'all do know that I've been in Facebook, or I've been in,
Yeah, jail. IG jail.
I've been trying to clean my act up.
Mm,
Actually clean. I'm in the clear now. So if I go back to IG jail now, it's because someone's hating on a picture of my, or someone hating on the podcast flyer that is up. Like, you're just a hater. There's nothing that I can go to jail for now. And I gotta say again, I did cringe. There was like 2 or 3 cringes. I was like, ooh, that was a you know. I chuckled and I was like, that's still bad, So it's like into the delete bin, but I'm happy. My conscience is clear now. My conscience is clear.
Well, I'm glad that this is a moment of growth that
A
you're
little bit.
able, that you're able to acknowledge like your faults, because we all have faults and your mistakes, and also learn from it, have a plan and execute it. So yeah,
You're right. I mean, when you know better, you do
you do
better.
better.
As one of my homies was like, "Oh, bro, you're falling into the cancel culture." Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Nah, bro, it's not that." I was like, some of this stuff was bad. I was like, some of this stuff was just, you know what
Yeah,
meme
yeah, yeah.
culture was
Yeah.
back in the day. Everybody was getting it, and it's not to make an
Yeah.
excuse about it, but everybody was getting it. We know better, so we do better. So I'm retired from the meme game. Hopefully one day, if there's like a meme hall of fame, maybe I can walk the halls.
This guy. This guy here. This guy here. You can walk the halls.
I'm just saying.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, but Boogie.
Yes, sir.
It is the 100th episode.
Yes, sir. It is.
And
100.
I gotta say, thank you, Boogie.
Yeah.
Thank you, because we made it to this podcast milestone. For those of you who are listening, excuse me. In the podcast world, 100 episodes is huge, and we don't take it lightly, because a lot of people, they start, they stop, they come back, or they just don't do anything at all. So, shout out to you, Boogie, for having the wherewithal to stick with it. Shout out to everyone that has been involved in this pie. If you've been involved in this pie from episode 1 to 100, every comedian that's came on here, producer, booker, everybody, just thank you. Thank you. Even the listeners.
Facts.
Thank you.
That's 100% facts right there. Shout out to you, because just like you said, this is hard. I've had damn, okay. For the listeners out there,
style.
your man your man popped up drinking off the bottle. God damn. Okay. Respect. Okay, we don't do glasses no more. We do bottles. Okay.
See, I did. You see, I do have glasses. I have several, but I was just like, you know what?
Because it's 100, right?
Exactly. Because we never been here before. So when we get to 200, I'm gonna use a glass, because we've already hit 100.
This is something that we both have never done before. I've had 2 podcasts. I've been a part of 2 podcasts. One with a partner of mine that we did comedy together, and we had a fun as podcast that I still to this day wear our merch.
Shout out to Rodescu, though.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Rodescu for sure. Man. We still have those podcasts, them episodes up if you ever want to just, out of nostalgia, just check it out.
Y'all got a 2X? I need,
I think Rodescu got all the larger sizes. But yeah, and I started a podcast by my damn self. I did about 3 episodes, and then I realized, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this by myself.
The one man, one woman podcast. I got to tip my hat to those folks.
I was trying to do some Bill Burr, talk to myself, have a conversation. I had a rubric criteria of an outline of what I was gonna talk about. And first couple episodes, man, it was easy and smooth. And then I realized, oh, you want to keep doing this? Oh God.
He was like, I can't do it. They eating
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah, but the whole point of it is the fact that we're able to mesh, and I found a partner in crime that we can bounce off ideas and just, shoot the breeze, and I
Oh yeah.
feel, I feel like this was a very cohesive, seamless match. I shout out to you, young man.
Hell yeah. It was, what's the word? I can't think of the word. It was very organic.
Yeah.
Because it started at the Walker twins show. That's
Yes.
that's where the
Yes.
friendship, the
Yes.
partnership culminated at, was the
Yeah.
first roast. you know
Oh God. Oh God.
and we've been rocking ever since.
Heck
Some
yeah.
some podcasts where people, they only talk when they have like their production meetings and during the
Agreed.
podcast, but it's not like that. Like, we actually homies, we cool, we kick
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
so that's where we mesh and we blend
Yeah. It works.
so well. So, again, shout out to you. Tip my hat to you, Boogie.
Hey,
You
but
know,
before tip my hat, before we tip hats, we definitely want to get these grinds out real quick.
yeah. We do got some guys, but again, before we get, because that was just a tip to you for being
Okay,
along on
okay.
the
I was like,
podcast,
don't transition
right?
too
No, no,
fast.
no,
Don't
no. We
transition too fast.
we might have had a couple of drinks, but we're not falling off the rails just yet. But again, tip to you, Boogie, for sticking
Absolutely.
with. I know a lot of you are thinking, are we gonna get the best of? Are we gonna get some clips? No, that's what the other 99 episodes are for. You can go back and you can listen and or watch on all of your podcast streaming networks. We're available on all of them.
Them best ofs are gonna be best ofs by checking out them episodes that we had.
Exactly, because it's been a lot of funny moments. We had a lot of good funny comedians on. It's been a lot of epic moments. So again,
Oh yeah.
just go and check those out. But as Boogie said, it's a couple of gears that have been grinding.
What really grinds my gears?
So let's get to it. Boogie, my grinding of the gears. I got two.
Okay. Okay.
This one is because I just cleared out the IG. So
Yeah.
I didn't know this. When you delete a lot of your photos, and I say a lot, I mean like all,
Yeah.
it kind of resets your algorithm, because my timeline, I'm seeing stuff that I hadn't seen in like ages. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, plant group, because I'm a big plant guy. Got a
Yeah.
couple of plants back there behind me. For those who are viewing, got a little pothos back there. Those are the ones I managed to keep alive, because
Congrats. I'm
all
proud
the
of
other
you.
ones,
Not so
it's
much.
a plant cemetery around here. I think I done killed like 30 joints. So, those are the three back there that that survived the panini. But what were we talking about? Yeah, I lost it that quick. The grinding of the gears.
This has.
It's the timeline reset. So I'm seeing plant groups, I'm seeing all kinds of cool things that I knew I was a part of, but what I'm seeing more of that I'm not a part of are these dumbass sponsorships.
Okay.
Every couple of swipes, it's, do you want to learn how to get a mortgage under 15 seconds? No, it's, hey, are you fat? Do you need help with losing weight? No, it's, hey, are you having trouble with your diet? No, even though I kind of am. It's like, hey, do you want to buy these puppies? No, it's like, hey, I could teach you how to make $10,000 and flip it so you can diversify these bonds. It's like, what is going on? Everything is an ad. And I was like, I was better off with having my page almost being in threat of being taken away, because I wasn't seeing an ad every 5 minutes. I hate it. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop it, Instagram. Stop spamming me with ads. Who knew resetting your algorithm
Yeah.
would be this difficult? So now I'm going through and I'm liking like every grilling video, every brisket, every burger, every Ninja Turtle, every Frenchie puppy. We're trying to reset it. We're just trying to reset the whole algorithm. And a couple comedy clips in there too. So that's my first grinding of the gears. Stop spamming your boy. Cut it out. Cut it out.
You said the first grinding of your gears. Oh,
It's been
okay.
a
You
long
got
week.
okay.
I told you the week was slow. It was long and slow. So it was a lot of people to grind the gears. So your boy went to Chick-fil-A. And
Okay.
I know we're not supposed to be eating there. I know what people are gonna say, we don't like black people, we don't like gay people. I get that. I understand. But I had a free biscuit. So I felt like the free biscuit kind of trumps the hatred just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because
Man said free
you
biscuit.
you can't let the free biscuit go to waste, Boogie. You can't let your points go to waste on something like Chick-fil-A. I earn these points, so I'm not gonna go to waste. It's not like I'm paying, not like I'm just like, hey, let me cash this biscuit in and let me get a hash brown, because then I'm patronizing the business. So I'm kind of like, that's
Okay.
not cool.
This fat.
So
You
I
agree.
go,
Go ahead.
I go and I get my biscuit right. I'm like, yo, let me get the crispy chicken biscuit right. So me, because I'm a brother, I'm like, do y'all have spicy? Like, I'm always gonna ask. I looked at the sign, right? I did read the sign, so I'm already knowing that they might not have one. But in my mind, I've been to Chick-fil-A's where they have had the spicy biscuit, right?
Okay.
They've had the spicy biscuit. So I'm like, she's like, hey, what can I get you? I was like, yeah, I got this free biscuit, right? Do y'all have spicy? So she turns and she looks and looks at the sign. And in my mind, like I was like, don't go nigga mode. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, you being funny? Because she turned to look at the sign, like, you don't see it. So she's like, nah, we don't have it. So I'm like, okay, let me just get the regular one, get some jelly. She's like, is that it? I'm like, yeah, that's everything, you know. So as I'm waiting, I'm in the lobby, and I'm kind of jamming because they had on like the smooth jazz. It's like, here I am to worship.
Okay.
And that's like a church bop. Anybody that's a church kid, that's a bop. And I'm like, y'all really about this Christian life. Y'all playing the smooth jazz on the speakers for us. So as I'm waiting for my biscuit, a manager comes over, and I'm kind of like, why is this dude approaching me? I just wanted to come in here and get this and get out.
God.
So he's like, I hear you were interested in the spicy biscuit. And I was like, yeah. He was like, wow, they're supposed to come out in the fall. And I was like, oh my God, he's giving me insider information. I was like, he's like, yeah, they're coming out everywhere in the fall. He's like, they actually tested them out in Chicago a couple of years ago. And I was like, I knew it because I used to live in Chicago like 2.5 years ago. He's like, yeah, that's where they did the test run. And my mind was clicking. And I was like, that's low-key kind of racist. I'm like, y'all testing out spicy biscuits in a black ass city like Chicago? I mean, it's genius, but it's still kind of racist. So he was like, yeah, that's where we tried them out at. So it kind of grinded my gears. It was kind of grinding my gears. Like, how you gonna have the original crispy biscuit, but not the spicy? It just, they didn't account for someone coming from Chicago to this area being like, I got a spicy biscuit. They probably didn't account for that because they're only in Chicago. So that's what's grinded my gears this week.
I'm so sorry about you not having the option of a spicy crispy biscuit.
I like options, Boogie.
This
It's like
guy
grape jelly
here.
or strawberry. Options are always
God.
good. It's about
This guy.
balance. But what grinded your gears?
I will wait before we get into. I will say, I feel like every time I ask for jelly on any type of biscuit sandwich, it's like a surprise to folks. Regardless, I'll be like, so you telling me y'all just eat it dry?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of serial killers out here, Boogie, because they also look at me like I'm crazy too. Like, I don't go overboard. I'm not like I see some like they need 3-pack. I'm like, God damn, 3 packs of jelly,
I just
bro.
need 2. One on one
Exactly.
side and one on the other. Keep
Exactly.
it
That's all you need.
Yeah.
But it does blow my mind. Even people who are like, "You put honey on a biscuit." I'm like,
Yeah,
sometimes I would
sometimes I
prefer
will.
honey over jelly. I'm
Yeah,
like, what's wrong with that?
sometimes I will.
But yeah, no, it does blow your mind. It's like they're choking these biscuits down. They really
Wow.
are.
Wow.
So
Wow.
is it which one is it for you?
I
Strawberry,
do both.
grape. Oh, you do both. Okay.
I do both.
Clutch.
I like the sweet and tangy of both. I like that mixture.
Okay. Okay.
If they
Is
have
this
that option. If not, I'll do, grape of course.
so let me throw this at you then. Because I just stumbled upon this. And maybe it's because I'm getting older. The orange. What is it?
Oh
What is
yeah.
it? Tangerine or whatever the orange
Yeah, yeah,
marmalade
yeah.
is. That
Yeah.
slaps.
That's good too. Yeah,
Like
that's
that is a
good.
slapper. The
I'm a
apple butter.
preservative. I like preservatives. It don't matter
So you
what the
preserves over jam, or is preserved jam? Is it the
yeah,
same
preserves
thing?
or jam. It's preserves and
Or jelly?
or
That's the
jelly.
difference, right?
Yeah, preservatives is more natural,
Yeah, yeah,
less
yeah.
sugar. So yeah, I try to get the
Preserves
no
cost more
sugar.
too.
It does, but
Yeah,
that's
but
what
it's
I
that
am.
quality though.
I'm a bougie young gal.
It's like your maple syrups, man. You gotta get the authentic. It might cost you
Gotta get the
$12 for the smallest amount, but them pancakes gonna slap.
true that.
That's like the maple syrup you take out when company is not over. It's like, no, 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 no. This is only for us. When company comes over, you get that log cabin bullshit. You don't get the good maples. But who
Mm.
grinded your gears, Bugs?
So I just told you my niece just celebrated her birthday,
Yes,
and I
baby
just
Robbie.
yeah, good old Robbie. Went on Facebook, saw that my mom, she was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much, everybody, for the birthday wishes on Facebook. My granddaughter just had a ball, and she put in the comments a picture of Rabia. Now, what grinded my gears is Rabia's parents, which is my brother and his wife, has asked the family not to post Rabia on any social media. They do
Okay,
not want her face plastered on any type of social media online because they want Rabia to have to give permission and become of age to decide whether or not she would like to participate.
that's dope.
And for some reason, my mother does not care.
She said no.
So I sent her a text and then I called her. She called me back and was like, "I am not removing that picture. It's face down. You can't really see all of her face." And I looked at the picture. I was like, "You could definitely see her face, mom. She is looking down, but you can see all of her face." And this is this is the generality for folks that feel enthralled. She was just like, she went on with this discussion. Well, Kafani, that's my brother Rudy, that's his middle name, Kafani. Rudy posted a picture of him on his on of her on his Instagram, went on his Instagram. It's a picture of his wife with the back of the head of Rabia just to say happy Mother's Day. So
So you
at
couldn't see
this,
the baby's face.
couldn't see nothing.
Okay.
So because I am obviously the child, I I
Right, you don't
I
cross that line.
of course I calmly said, "Ma, this is not your child."
Yeah. You are the
Res-
grandmother.
right. So respect their decision as parents to want to allow their child to have agency
Yeah.
over their bodies, so they can have choices when they get of age to understand what's going on, and they can decide whether or not they want to do this. And this goes for any parents or grandparents. If somebody tells you, "Hey, my man, I will respect if you not put or post any images of my child." There are
Yeah.
celebrities right now that they're at White House arguing to paparazzi about paparazzi plastering their children without
I agree with
permission.
that.
And it's a very simple concept. It's a very simple concept. And I wholeheartedly agree with my brother. I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly agree with my brother. Because if I had a child, I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would.
Especially after you've already laid down the
Oh yeah,
guidelines or the rules and then someone crosses that line. So,
yeah,
no, I
and
agree.
yeah, my brother didn't have a conversation about me, to me about about the birthday party. I just took it upon myself, like, now I know he wouldn't want this. I know he didn't okay this.
You got the memo.
Right. So why are you acting like you don't know what's up?
I think that's funny because I had a similar conversation with my mom and dad because my brother is like, yeah, we're not whooping him.
Yeah.
We're there's other means, and it was my mom and dad were kind of like, you might have to tap him, and they're just like, ma, I'm like, no, if they say there's no tapping, no hitting, just let them parent how
What
they
is
want.
what is so hard?
They have to learn just like how there's no manual on parenting.
Not at all.
You just know what you're not going to do. And
Exactly.
and the only way you know that is based on how you grew up. And that's not saying that your parents were bad or anything. It's just like saying, hey,
Exactly.
there's some things that you did that we're just not gonna do. Nothing
Simple
wrong
as
with that.
that. Simple as that. That's it.
The thing that I don't like though is when the grandparents dig their heels in. And I'm not saying like this is not my parents or anything, but I have heard other people's parents where they've been like, well, you ain't got to bring the kid over here at all. We don't
Oh
have
my
to see the
god.
baby.
Uh,
And it's like, why would you? This is your grandchild. Like,
you
just
go to the
respect the
extremes.
decisions
Yeah.
that
It's not
your
that hard.
child has laid. Because I'm sure you laid down some rules that you have with your parents. So it's like if you don't want your kid
Absolutely.
to be spanked, you don't want their picture up or whatever,
Yeah.
just go with it.
But that's my grind and my gears.
Well, hopefully, Mama Bear. Hopefully, she listens a little bit to you.
It
You know
ain't my
it.
child, so I don't I said when it comes down to it, I said my piece.
I will say that it is kind of cool though because we're adults and you can kind of have that adult conversation with your parents and it's like,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna cross the line, but you can like cut in or you can school your parents to a degree and you're like, huh, I won that one.
But
This is for all those years of making me
yeah.
do them dishes.
I will say this, because I'm the oldest and the only girl, I've always been I've always been that person to step up and speak up because I never followed the same path as anybody. I'm the one that was like, you got a very smart I'm the smart mouth one. I was always that person. And I absolutely love the fact that I do not shut up and I always ask questions. I'm always that child.
You would have made a great Marvel superhero. Like she's the one.
It's her.
Like she
Ah,
won't shut up. She's
you're
so
damn right.
inquisitive.
Yeah, you're damn right. So yeah,
They would have put your ass. It's like, well, she's reading on a 12th grade level in the fifth grade.
you're damn skippy. I was. Fuck at it. No, yeah.
Oh man. Well, hopefully this next gen, this old gen, hopefully they get together. Some of them are coming around.
They
Some
better,
excuse me,
or they're
some
not
of
gonna
them.
see their grandkids.
Like, how come I don't get to go see grandma? Oh, it's a long story.
Long story, my man. It's a long story, baby.
Why don't I get to FaceTime?
That's all she gets.
Oh man, do better, old Jen. Do better. Oh, but Boogie,
Yes, sir.
you know what time it is? It's time to
I'm tipping my hat.
tip that hat. Who you got? Who you tipping to?
Oh, okay. My bad.
Well, I'll go first.
No, no. I already.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, I got it up.
Okay.
I got it up. I'm tipping my hat to Beyonce and Adidas. Adidas reportedly agreed to end their Ivy Park partnership. About time.
So we are excited that this partnership has ended. Is that
Do
what you're
you not
saying?
understand? I've been waiting for this partnership to split up for a long time. I appreciate the fact that Beyonce tried to hold on as much as possible and tried to elevate uh her line and as much as she could, but let's be honest, them fits were not fitting for a long time and the prices was just out of this
Yeah,
world.
I it's crazy, but I don't know anyone that actually got. I don't know like any regular people that actually got it. I obviously know like the celebs and creators that got it, but I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, not a single. I've not seen a single regular person out here just like I got my part. Or I'm wearing it because where the hell are you wearing these highlighter colors at?
God.
If you not in Miami, Turks and Caicos, the Bahamas, someplace that is just like ooh pastel, it's very vibrant. You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It's
Yeah.
very brunchy, even clubby. But it's
It
not every
wasn't it
day.
wasn't a practical wear. She could have done way better. I saw much more than her, but with that partnership, but at the same time, it's Adidas. You can expect, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah, it's pretty
most.
standard with Adidas.
Yeah, so I'm just glad that separation is over. That
I think it's
opera
cool
partnership, I'm sorry.
that she gets to keep retain the name and ownership. I think that's cool. That's dope. Because a lot of
Yeah.
these partnerships, they don't. The company just pays them out and they keep the name and they just go a different direction.
Mhm.
Um, but are we really expecting a lot? I know we talked about this in production. Are we really expecting a lot from the House of Darion,
Yeah.
from the creator here? I mean, was it really such high hopes for this gear, or is it just the fact that it's Beyonce? Is that what it is that got everyone so hype about it?
I also have to remind people, not everybody have a hand in every industry. You know, I
This is true.
respect the fact that, she splurged in fragrance. I had her
Yeah,
perfume.
never
It
smelled
wasn't
that.
bad. It's not bad at all. Like, and I get it. This is what you do in order to really gain wealth to an extreme, to multiply, you have to venture off into other avenues. You
It's
know,
true.
I get it. I understand that. Invest all you can, but guess what? Maybe, just maybe, clothing might have to take a back seat.
It just might not be her lane. Everybody can't be Sean John.
Yeah.
Everybody can't have, a successful line,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I do agree with you though. I think the Jizza said it best. You gotta diversify your bonds, nigga.
Mm.
You know? I love when hood niggas give investment quotes. You gotta
Yeah.
diversify your bonds, nigga.
Mhm.
But I agree though. I wholeheartedly agree. I think just tone down the color. Maybe put some earth tones in there. Maybe some black. Some browns. Maybe some greens. Just some normal colors. You can keep the highlighter colors too. Because like I said, when you pop out to Miami or like
Yeah.
cities that, or maybe even Easter time, you pop out to the brunch. They're like, hey, it's the highlighter brunch. You know, put your Ivy Park highlighter stuff on. Or if you go to the gym, that's a nice place to stick out and be a highlighter. So that is 100%. That's cool, but just maybe more leggings. Maybe just more regular clothing.
She should have just stuck
You
with
know,
basics. She should have started off with basics first. Like, she's killing me, but it is what it is. But
and make
I
it not
tip
so expensive.
Yeah, I tip my hat off for understanding mistakes happen. You have to take risks in order to understand what works and what doesn't work.
This
That's
is
it.
number 2. So she's on the clock. Rihanna is busting her ass right now in the fashion world. Let's just say Rihanna is up on her. And I'm just saying she's up on her on the fashion world. She's winning. Fenty,
She know what she's doing. So, who you got
that
for your
she
tipping?
does. My tipping is going to Dawn Staley. Shout out to her. For wearing a throwback Cheney jersey, the Cheney State jersey, that is the jersey of Yolanda Laney,
Mm,
who played in the 1982 national championship game. A lot of people don't know Cheney State is the first
mm.
HBCU team to actually make it to the national championship in 1982 and 1984, led by the coach C. Vivian Stringer, who also took Iowa and Rutgers to the Final Four. So it's dope that she is showing love to HBCUs. I thought that was cool. She
Very cool.
wore a Randall Cunningham jersey, before the Super Bowl, when her team was playing as well. So I'm interested to see who she wears tomorrow when South Carolina plays UCLA in the Sweet 16. I'm interested to see what jersey she has. I gotta shout out the lady coaches because man, they drip is just they out cold with it. Like they are
Yeah.
killing the men in the style games on the sidelines. Like fellas, step your game up. These get rid of the suits. Like get rid of it. Throw on some designers. Throw on some high end, some black designers. Throw on some Louis. Throw on with some Gucci. Whatever you want to put on. Step it up. The ladies is killing it. So shout out to Dawn Staley, and I hope South Carolina actually wins. I hope the women's team wins because they be balling, man. They be killing it every year. So tip my hat to Dawn and her squad.
Yeah.
Boogie, we got an ad. It's the 100th episode. Let's get to this ad, and we'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm just over here polishing up my black watch. A lot of y'all know I'm an avid collector of watches. I got at least 9 of them things in my collection, and the one that I get the most compliments on has got to be my black watch. I got to tell y'all, black watches, they have really put a lot of time and detail into their product. I gotta tell you, from the watch face all the way down to the band made of genuine leather. I know it's genuine, but I like seeing genuine. They really have outdone themselves. So fellas, ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your watch style, definitely check out the good folks over there at Black Watches. They black owned. You know you want to support a black owned watch company. And because, they rocking with the podcast, they, hooked you guys up with a promo code. That's right, a promo code. They'll give you 20% off of your order when you head over to blackwatches.com. That's right, blackwatches.com, BLAK watches.com, and make sure you use that promo code Late Night WNA. Come on, support the Black Watches. Now back to the podcast. All right, first up for news you can or can't use. Larissa Pippen said she had sex with Scottie Pippen 4 times a night for 23 years straight. Boogie, is it fact or cap?
It's giving cap. It's giving
Heavy on the cap.
Yeah, it's giving harsh, sore vajayjay. Like it's
man.
just inflamed. Like, come on, yo. Like, what are we doing?
I saw the clip. For those of you who aren't necessarily up on what we're talking about, Larissa Pippen was on the Real Housewives of Miami reunion show, and she dropped this tidbit of information on us. And everyone's faces, even Andy's, was kind of like, "What? Like, how is that possible?" It was so funny. One of the ladies was like, "Oh my God, your poor vagina!" Like, everyone, we just all know it's not humanly possible. There's no way. Like, there's home games, there's also away games, there's practice, there's you picking up the kids, you dropping the kids off, maybe Scotty dropping off the kids. Hell, there's maybe picking up the cleaners or whatever. There's going grocery shopping. How do you fit in that much sex? Like, I love getting it in, love it, but 4 times a day, that's a lot. That is a lot of sex, even for Scotty to be like a star athlete. That's a lot of getting it in. So she said, what, 4 times a night, and for 23 years. So what are we doing? 4 times 365, and then what are we doing? Times what she said, 23 years. That is 33,580,000 pumps. That's a lot. That's a lot of smashing, Boogie. A lot of friction. It's a lot of miles on that coochie. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. So you mean to tell me you smashing after you smashing while you pregnant? Okay, you smashing after you pregnant because you still got. I think it's what 6. I don't know, but I believe it's like what 6 weeks you got to wait. So you probably smashing during the 6 weeks after you've had the baby. What about when you have your period? I know some people run red lights, but you smashing through the period? Is that what you're doing?
God,
What happens if you get sick? You smashing if you got the flu? You
God.
know, I know MJ had a flu game, so she got flu games. What we doing out here?
It just doesn't mathematically add up. It just doesn't sound accurate. She may just be exaggerating for the
That's
TV,
a lot of exaggeration.
which is fine, but come on, yo, stop lying to the public. You probably banging out maybe every day. Cool, cool, cool. Say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Cool, cool,
yeah.
cool. Maybe
Maybe
twice.
twice a
I'll
day.
I'll give you twice. I'll give you twice. Yeah, one in the morning, one at night. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Exactly.
All
A
day.
quick nooner.
But it's hard for me to believe through Scottie Pippen's schedule, and he was cheating, by the way. But
Right.
through Scottie Pippen's schedule, you expect me to believe you was ripe and ready to get it in. I'm sorry.
Not only that, but what kind of drugs was Scotty on to make sure he was right and ready to get it in? Like, again, I know you're in
That
tip top
energy,
shape,
boy.
but brother, there's not that much stamina in the world. Like,
Yeah, no,
bro, it's just not physically possible.
he
Like,
saying that.
and then you got to look at it this way: for every injury that Scotty had, was it because
Whew.
you was banging it out 4
Wow,
times a day, 4 times
wow,
a night?
wow.
Was that what it is?
Ah,
In 23 years, though, again, I feel like I feel like I would probably get tired of having sex. That's a lot of sex, man. That's a lot of sex.
I mean, but she did exactly what that comment was meant to do. We out here talking about it, so
And then Andy, because Andy Cohen, he's always he gonna stir the pot, man. Andy
of
Cohen is the biggest pot stirrer in the world, and we all
course.
love it. How does Marcus feel about this?
Ugh.
He's got big. Does he got big shoes to fill? No, he's got a size 15. He feels
Uh,
it's just like
take it out of my ear.
it's like Larissa. I didn't need to know all this. I feel bad for her children.
Did you just call her Larissa?
Is that
It's
her name?
Larsa. Larsa.
Oh, Larsa.
Uh, uh, uh. This guy here. Boy, oh boy.
Charge to the game. I'm just that's a lot of smashing. I'm sorry. I don't believe not an ounce of this. And again, you know what? Because I asked a lot of my lady friends, and I was like, and they're just like, there's no way it's even humanly possible.
Nope, it's not.
There's no way. And a lot of the ladies was just like, okay, look, I don't want to be touched when I'm having my period. I don't want my man to even look at me. And I'm
Mhm.
not saying Larsa, again, there's people who run red lights. I'm just saying, based on the polls that I did, there's no way it's even happening. There's just no possible way.
Yeah.
Even her castmates, like, come on, girl, just cut it out.
These are lies, clearly.
Again, like I said, with Scotty being a high profile athlete, okay, here's what I'm going to give him. On a night where maybe he puts up 30 points, right? Let's say
Mhm.
Scotty puts up 30 points, 10
Mhm.
rebounds, he
Mhm.
has 5 assists, a nice
Mhm.
solid performance.
Mhm.
I might say Scotty, he might bang it out like maybe 6 times. You might get 6 out of him. It might be, hey, I had a good game.
Oh
I
god.
might do 6. But every night, come on, bruh. And Scotty had back pain. He had a lot of back injuries when he was in Portland. Could it have been from the pumps? Who knows? It's a lot of smashing though.
Too
And do
much
you think
information for us now.
it is? It's way too much information. Do you think you should have more kids if you smashing like that? It's good prevention. They did something. They figured something out. Because only had like what 3 kids. If you've got it
I
in
thought they had 4, but
33,000
they might
times,
have 3.
3 or 4, give or take. If you smash in 33,000 times, in the course of 23 years, you should have a whole basketball team. That's all I'm saying. Factor cap. We're gonna say this is cap.
This is definitely Capsule.
Caparino. Cappuccino. She said every
This
type.
is Capitan, okay?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, like you said, she got us talking.
Oh god. Just
Oh
I'm over it.
yeah, no. And if
Good
I'm
good
Marcus,
luck though,
if
Marcus.
if you're Marcus, is this something where you're like, if Scotty's getting it 4 times and I gotta at least be don't you
Nah,
better not be shortchanging
nah.
me. Is
It's
this
about quality, not quantity, my man. He's good enough.
oh, okay? I mean, according to her, he is. So anyways, let's pay a
Ugh,
bill or two.
sorry.
And we'll be right
That just hurts. It just sounds
back. It
how much do
you
you
know what?
have left
Not
after
even
okay.
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying like I'm
So so I can't okay, obviously I don't have a vagina, so I don't know what that feels like. But from a dude standpoint, from you just look, I'm saying, okay. So there was one time in college, I had a little bet going with a homie, and he was like, yo, he did it like 6 times. You gotta get to 6. I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, I'm trying to get to 6. I'm trying to get to 7. I gotta beat this nigga's record.
oh
Literally
god.
by like the fourth, fifth round, it's just like my dick is just like, bro, we just can't do this
Yeah.
anymore. It is like there's nothing else is going to come out of here. It hurts after a while. You're just like,
Yeah.
there's no way. So even in tip top shape as Scottie Pippen is, bro, there's no way you were doing. And like you said, he was cheating, bro. Come on,
Yeah. It's just a lot.
like I'm
Ugh.
sorry.
Uh, pass.
That's a lot for both, for him and her. Like, come on. And as the ladies, your poor vagina. Exactly. Well, okay. Hold on. Let me throw this out there though. Maybe it wasn't all vaginal. There maybe it was oral, could have been anal. Maybe it was handies. So we don't know. She didn't specify. She just said, I didn't have a night off. So we don't know what the night could have been.
Yeah.
Maybe it was feet.
Yeah.
There's possibilities here.
Ugh.
Still
Okay.
calling cap though. On it, I'm still calling cap.
Yeah.
Still calling cap.
Definitely cap.
As you say, cap Pacino. Yo, Boogie, let's get to this ad, and we'll be right back with the second topic.
Yep. Hey y'all, we're going to take a quick pause from this episode to tell you about our next sponsor, Rose Vogue Styling. Let Rose Vogue Styling help you change the way you see yourself. Their mission is to empower you to build your confidence and look fly while doing it. They offer personal styling, shopping, and closet auditing. They need to come to my closet because it's a hot ass mess, okay? They also have an online boutique store full of pieces that will give your outfit life and have you looking right. Pieces like earrings, that's what I have on now, here, right here, necklaces, purses, rings, just to name a few, okay? Right now, our subscribers, our listeners, our watchers, you can get 20% off when you use the code late night, okay? LATENITE. Go on over to their IG. It's Rose Vogue Styling at Rose Vogue Styling. Easy. Everybody knows that, okay? Let Rose Vogue Styling style you for your next event or simply just help you enhance the pieces that you already have in your closet. Wow. Style is a choice. Upgrade yours with Rose Vogue Styling. Again, you can get 20% off if you use our code late night, okay? LATENITE. Support a black business, okay? Support us. When you support them, you're supporting us, okay? Now let's get back to the show.
Topic number 2. Man, people just be getting fired for the dumbest of reasons. Barbie Bassett was an anchor for WLBT in Jackson, Mississippi. During a segment on March 8th's broadcast, the crew discussed Snoop Dogg's new wine collection, which is good, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got a nice red wine, and I've had it just drinking it, and I had it when I use it to make some oxtails.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is for my wine drinkers. I know Boogie, you're a red
I am.
wine drinker,
I
so
am.
definitely try that out.
Okay.
Excuse me. They were joking in a segment about his new collection, and one of the colleagues, she said something that she probably shouldn't have said. Boogie
Yeah,
got the video.
I do. I do.
Carmen, girl, sis, I know you well enough to know that those guys working behind you, they probably know who the celebrity game day picker is. So you
Hey,
need
gangbanger.
to go swing by the Kroger's,
She says,
get you
"Sis,
a chocolate pie. The chocolate pie.
swing by
Well,
the
pecan pie
Kroger."
would be just as fine. And you need to go offering it to some of those guys working behind you. Get the scoop. And see if you can get the scoop from one of those for return. I know your mother or your grandmammy has got
Your
some type
grandmammy.
of recipe that
Really?
you could whip up, don't you think?
Really,
Take
bro?
it to them.
Grandmammy?
So this
They might
is
have a recipe or two.
incident number one with her.
Wow.
She said grandmammy. Um the incident in question is her most recent defiable offense when she said for shizzle my nizzle live on air in
Oh,
regards to Snoop.
mm,
And it's funny that you played that video there because a lot of people in Mississippi were saying this isn't her first offense.
yeah.
As you heard, your grandmammy. And come on now. We know everybody should know you don't say the word mammy,
Or sis.
grandmammy
Yeah, my
around a
bad. I
black
thought that
person.
was I thought that was the video, but
Charge it to it's the 100th episode. Charge it to the game, Boogie.
yeah, but man, oh man, I can't believe this chick out here. First of all, what confidence. She confidently knew what she was talking about. Your mammy or grandmammy have a recipe that was stolen through the years of slavery
You're right.
that was
All stolen.
passed on, and I'm sure it's pretty good that they'll contribute attribute to what we call good Southern food, and will let you talk about anything and everything. They'll give you the answers.
Her name is Barbie. She's in Mississippi. That kind of tells you a couple things about her. I guarantee if you go back and look through her lineage, there were a couple people that were having establishments that were like, no nigga pies here.
Wow.
That is exactly the type of establishment that it sounds like her people use. Her name is Barbie, and she's from the South. Come on here. But again, let's go back to her saying, for shizzle my nizzle.
Yeah. They probably pulled that down because
And
they couldn't
this
find it.
was live on air. It's funny you say you couldn't find it because as I'm looking at the video, you can tell one of her colleagues is like, ugh. And just
Cringy.
kind of shakes his head like even he knew.
Yeah.
Even he knew.
Yeah.
And I think the part that irritates me here is there's black folks out here who are like, oh, so you know nothing wrong with it. Well, she wasn't being racist. And to that, I'm gonna let Dr. Umar talk to y'all.
I sentence you to 4,000 lashes for conduct unbecoming a black man.
And black women,
gosh.
because I mean, what does nizzle mean, Boogie? What is nizzle?
Nigga.
Exactly. That's what nizzle means. So come on, man. Y'all gotta stop over here with the I don't see nothing being racist over here. It's not racist. Y'all literally be giving racist people the benefit of the doubt. And honestly, that shit should have been my grinding gears. Because y'all be giving people the benefit of the doubt when y'all shouldn't be doing this. Like, come on, man. Grandmammy, and now for shizzle my nizzle. The fact that she was comfortable enough to say that, and she's a 20-year veteran at that station, so ain't no telling what other stuff that she's done said. Because I pulled up some tweets and people said, "Oh no, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've been trying to get her out of here for some years now." So
About time now.
Nizzle was, the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm just more upset with the black folks who are thinking that this is cool, this is funny or whatever. Yeah, I'm laughing. I'm laughing your ass right to the unemployment office. Like, come on, grab your stuff. You're no longer employed here. This is the stuff that we talk about when it's like people always say, man, we don't care what white people think. We don't care. White people can do what they want to do. But then you always giving them passes. Like, come on. Like, it makes no sense to me. These are like contradictory statements that we're always making here. I just want us to do better. Because she never would have been able to feel that comfortable even making these jokes, man.
Ugh.
We got to stop letting these people feel like they comfortable, like laughing in their face. And I guarantee there's a couple people that was like, Barbie can come to the cookout. She cool. like,
not on my watch.
Like, come on, man. Cut it out.
I'm glad that Fox actually did something right on that.
And there's a reason why Snoop says nizzle and not nigga. There's a reason why.
So it can be played.
So, I mean, come on now. Like, I'm glad she got fired. I am 100% glad she got fired. And I hope it happens to more people. I wish she would have got fired for the grandmammy. I wish she would have got fired for some of the other shit that she said. But I know she said some messed up stuff. I know she did. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. I just... I don't get it. Boogie,
yes, sir.
You know what time it is? Niggas is tripping.
Niggas tripping.
Who you got for your niggas is tripping?
Dare I say, my you niggas is tripping has got to go to a multiple offender of you niggas is tripping. I feel like we say this man's name. I feel like we say this man's name all the time, but come to the front of the stage, to the front of the classroom, to the front of the bus, Mr. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has done another interview. Why y'all keep talking to this man? Why?
Man.
Why? I don't want to hear him talk no more. Just keep doing your Masked Singers and you're wilding out. Like, we know you have a bag. You're going to continue to keep getting that bag.
Yeah, he is.
Stick to what you know, my mans.
Stick to Rivers and Lakes you're used to.
He was on, I guess he was talking to the Shade Room. They were interviewing him. This man went on to say, if you didn't hear, he went on to say that Nick Cannon, he regrets not having kids with his ex Christina Milian when they were dating. First of all, let me just applaud Christina Milian right now for whatever contraception that she was using to block this man's powerful
super sperm.
This powerful sperm or whatever she was doing. I applaud her because she knew good and god darn well getting impregnated and being involved with somebody that she didn't even know what was going to go down this route.
None of us knew.
No, yeah, good point. Nobody knew that this was going to run. But I would like to say Christina Milian, for some reason, saw it. She was an oracle or something. But she decided to dodge this bullet and remain child-free.
Oh, man. She can write a book.
Yes, from Nick, sperm donor father, Cannon. Nick Cannon, we don't want to hear nothing about you no more. Take care of your kids. I know it's hard right now. You got 50 kids. You don't have enough time in the day to spend time with your kids and do 10, 15 jobs that you got. Please, Nick Cannon, stay off them interviews. We don't need no more cheering. We don't need no more cheering.
No, he don't need no more children. Ain't no we in this.
Yeah, that's true. But we don't want to hear about it no more. Please leave Christina Milian alone. She is good. She is good. She is married. She is good. She's very good. Let her live.
Married with what? She's got 1 or 2 kids.
She got
she's happy.
I know she got a child for sure with Dream.
Yeah.
And one with her current husband. But the point is, she ain't got another kid with Nick Cannon.
And she's probably thanking her lucky stars. She's probably like, thank you, Jesus. Her, Drew Sidora, and the other list of ladies, Kim Kardashian, they're probably like, thank you, Jesus. I'm saying it's probably like the fucking Avengers was in her coochie, like, no, blocking all the sperm. Like, we will not let anything get through. I don't know. She was on the contraceptive of all contraceptives, like you said, to not get pregnant.
This man said in the interview, he said, guys decide when we're done, but I believe I definitely got my hands full. I'm so focused. I'm locked in. But when I'm 85, you never know.
He's not done.
I might.
He's not done. We're going to get to like episode 5,000. And it's going to be, he's probably going to be 85. He's going to be like those Indian dudes or those African dudes who have like 100 kids and look, I've got 500 grandchildren, and they know every kid's name. That's going to be
leave us alone, Nick Cannon. That's all I want to say. Moral of the story: leave us alone.
We don't want to know, Nick. But if I'm the other 5, 6, I don't know how many baby mamas. Let's just say it's 5 or 6.
Enough is enough.
If I'm those other ladies, do you feel a certain type of way because it's like, hey, bro, you should be focused on the baby mamas of the coochies over
currently have,
yeah, you know, not someone who's next. Do you feel some type of way?
I don't care. I just want her. I want all the baby. I think they all have an understanding.
As long as that check clears, that's the understanding.
Man, that's it. That's it.
I honestly, because you know we hear about like how much child support some of these dudes are paying. I want to be a fly on the wall. True. Like, I want to see how much money each lady gets, because you know we've seen some like entertainers when they talk about their tax issues. Like we heard about Steve Harvey and how much he was working to pay off all them tax debts. So how much is Nick Cannon having to work to pay for the babies, the upkeep of the mamas, the cribs? Like I want to know. I want to be a fly on the wall. I want to see his accountant is probably face palming every time he announces another baby. He's like, another one. I really want to know. I want to know what is like the total monthly and yearly. I want to know.
Who you got for y'all niggas is tripping?
Mr. CeeLo Green, come on down. This one is just one of those, like, why? It's just like some people have too much money. Like, I don't ever want to get to the point where I just have so much money where I'm doing dumb stuff. CeeLo Green decided to show up at the club with a horse for Shorty Lowe's a birthday party, you know, having a birthday party for Shorty Lowe, you know, his remembrance and everything. R.I.P. Shorty Lowe. And he had a horse. He had a horse in the club. Boogie, do we have a video? Let's see this video.
Now the audio isn't on, but it isn't quite on. But as you can see, those that are listening, let me just clue you in. Your man's is in a whole club
on a horse.
And there are other gentlemen that are directing, holding. Oh, those are horse wranglers.
They got cowboy hats on, so I'm just doing a process of elimination here.
This is what bothers me. How quickly CeeLo and falls down, enters a club and falls down without, like, just so quickly.
there's just first of all, when you just say, I didn't have to see the video unless it's going to end badly. But when you watch the video, you can see the horse. And okay, look, we all know CeeLo's a very short and or large gentleman. Okay,
He's a vertically challenged, pudgy man.
we're
That's
not going to
it.
body shame, but yes,
No one's body
he's
shaming. This is a fact.
he's a
He's
hefty
a
gentleman.
stocky. He's a stocky.
He's a short
Yeah,
gentleman, short
yeah,
hefty gentleman,
yeah.
and I'm sure there's a weight capacity on horses, but when you
Oh,
put
stop it.
a heavy gentleman on a horse that is going into a club where the floor is probably slippery from the Henny, from the Champagne, from the Rennie, and just I'm sure horseshoe sliding on a goddamn floor. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. But the horse looked like he was a little lame. The horse, like his leg, he was kind of limping a little bit. I'm not saying that because of his CeeLo's weight, but the horse just looked like, what the hell's going on?
The horse
It's a
looked like they
dark
weren't
ass
having
club.
it. Yeah.
It's a dark ass club. You got like 4 handlers around, and you got CeeLo out here. Horses don't belong in the club, man. Not at all. The only horses that belong in the club are those that will be Meg Thee Stallion. Those would be the only horses that belong in the club. I tried,
That's the only horse, okay?
That is the only horse that can be in the club, or those that are shaped like Meg Thee Stallion, but it just makes no sense. Why not pull up outside the club with the horse? Like that to me, I would think that's more, it's stupid no matter what you do, but I would respect you more for pulling up outside. Like, oh shit, I got a Ferrari over here with several horses under the engine, but this nigga CeeLo, he pulls up on a horse.
Yeah.
He's shitting on me. I would respect you way more for that. But now you got a horse in the club. What happens if the horse takes a boo-boo on the floor? What happens if I'm out here with a drink? I got my champagne. I see some ladies or whatever, and we vibing, and I step in some horse doo-doo. Or if I step in some horse pee. And what was even funnier though was he took a dive. He
did a nice little tumble.
It was like, when you see them video, you see the movies, like the old movies and westerns or stuff, they fight and they shoot the horse, and the horse just does that's kind of how the horse fell. And CeeLo just kind of rolled, and it was just like, this was great. Like I enjoyed watching you fall because you were stupid. Like, why would you do that, bro? Like there was no reason for you to do that in the goddamn club. You big dummy. You had no reason to do that. Like, come on, man. Like, I miss the days of rappers just stunt the old fashioned way. Just throw money from the VIP, just pour some champagne
hard out
on
here.
people.
That's why it's hard out here.
This nigga's like, I gotta get a horse. I blame Rick Ross. This is Rick Ross's fault because Rick Ross out here like, I got buffaloes, I got elks, I got zebras, I got all types of animals.
Oh, God.
I blame Rick Ross because Rick Ross want to have stables, so he's making every other rapper out here think they gotta have the same thing. Cut it out. Leave the horses in the parking lot under the hood of y'all cars. Stop bringing animals to the club. Like that is not where animals belong. These animals are getting so sick and tired of y'all. Like cut it out. Oh, niggas tripping, man. Niggas tripping. Like just do better. Just do better. Let's pay this last bill and we back with the final topic.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? A lot of y'all hit me up like, Nate, you super chill. You super laid back all the time. Brother, you gotta be on something. Well, y'all are right. I'm off them chummies edibles, and y'all know me. Y'all know I'm a smoker. I don't really mess with the eddies like that, because let's be real, a lot of them are hit or miss. There's either no juice or you're feeling like a zombie. The good folks over there at Chummies, well, they out here trying to change the edible game. And I gotta tell you, they got some phenomenal products. They sent me over some of their traditional edibles, and man, them things are hitting. But they don't only got edibles. They got juice. They got your gummies. They got your chocolate bars. Whatever you like, they got it. Y'all, do me a favor. Go over to their Instagram page. It's Chummies_edibles. And get yourself some good stuff. And when you're out there, filling up your cart, make sure you use that promo code 21 Chummy. That's right. They rocking with the podcast, and because they rocking with us, they rocking with y'all. So they're going to take care of y'all by giving y'all 10% off of your first order. So again, use that promo code 21 Chummy to get 10% off your edibles. All right, y'all, let's get back to the podcast.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
I love a good Florida man story. Oh man, a Florida man was arrested after driving 100 miles per hour with a suspended license and 3 kids in the back of the car while he was trying to get his girlfriend to Taco Bell for her job interview. Javion Pierre Jackson is 22 years old, was driving along the DeGroot Road near Falls Church Road in Palm Springs. He was in a 40 miles per hour zone when he began swerving in and out of traffic at high speeds in a black Mercedes, according to an affidavit obtained by WKMG TV. Says Jackson flew past an unmarked police vehicle. Them unmarks will get you every time, boy. Whew. And into a no passing zone where he split the lane, causing a white pickup truck to swerve and narrowly miss a head-on collision with the Mercedes, police wrote. It says the Palm Springs police pulled him over. They found the 3 young youths sitting in the back of the car. Jackson, who was driving with a suspended license, told the police he was speeding to get his girlfriend to her job interview at Taco Bell, according to the affidavit. He has a history of traffic violations that the police noted.
God.
Jackson was booked at the Brevard County Jail and was charged with reckless driving as a habitual traffic offender and 3 counts of child neglect. He is subject to appear in court on April 18th. Free that man or keep him locked up. Boogie, what say you? Judge Boogie is in the house.
You know, first of all, looking at the mugshot, I mean, he looked like he was just trying to help out, you know, his girl.
Had to get her interview.
I don't see a problem with that whatsoever. Driving on a suspended license now, and you got the kids in the car. All right, guys.
Yeah, he had the suspended L's.
All right, you're doing a lot right there. That's a lot on it. Maybe if it was one thing, well, you got a handful of issues going on, violations from just on our perspective as a civilian.
It's very true. But let me ask you this though: do you cut him some slack if the youths are properly secured? If they're in seatbelts, if they're in proper child care safety seats, do you cut this brother some slack?
I mean, I would hope so. If he's going 100 miles per hour
in a Mercedes. Maybe he was thinking, you know, I'm in the Sadies, you know, we got that bar in case we flip, you know, we good, we got airbags surrounding us. So maybe he's thinking, you know, the Sadies is equipped.
Nah,
we secured.
100 miles per hour. I don't care what car you in. I don't care what car you in. I be holding the arm seat at 60 sometimes.
You be holding that little little arm.
I be like, hey, yo, we in a 35. You going 60? Whoa,
I'm not gonna lie. I've gotten up to like 95, and I was like, "Whoa, slow this boy down."
You can feel a difference,
man. It's like, you know what?
When you start seeing multiple trees just pass.
Not even the trees. You like, wait a minute. Why am I passing everybody at such a rapid rate? Like, am I driving that fast? Or they driving that slow? You just like, let me pump these brakes. I gotta cut him a little bit of leniency because he was trying to get this girl to her interview. But here's what I would do: if I knew my license was suspended, I'm gonna let her drive. Like, baby girl,
what's so hard about that?
You take the keys.
I ain't got it.
You know what it was? I'm gonna play devil's food cake advocate here. maybe he want her to be stressed because driving could be stressful for some people. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
like, you
true.
know what, boo, I got you. I'm used to driving. As you can see, he's had several violations. So he's like, I know this road. I know exactly where the speed cams is at. I know where everything's at. I don't know. I'm just like, you know what? I got a lot of questions here. If you have a Mercedes Benz, why is your lady interviewing at Taco Bell? I got a lot of questions.
But we don't know what age. We don't know what year. We don't know the condition of that Mercedes Benz. We don't know the year
But
of
the
the
upkeep,
car.
though, you still got to maintain it.
Good point.
I'm just trying to ask some questions. Just trying to ask some questions here. I think his heart was in the right place. He was like, hey, my youth, my children, I'm trying to show y'all what a strong Black man is. Trying to support my queen. Trying to make sure I get your mom to her interview on time. Because we got to make sure we get these free quesadillas. We got to get these free chalupas. These Baja Blasts.
That's true.
So, needless to say, I think we can assume she didn't make it to her interview.
Yeah, I think it's another. She got to go ahead and search for another occupation. I can't even say it. Occupation.
Is this one of those where the liquors might be hit? Is this one of those where do you call the interviewer? Is it like
she probably had to call? Hey, welcome to
you.
Excuse me. Is Lisa in? I'm supposed to be interviewing with Lisa. Can you let her know? Can I talk to her? I just got
I'll be a little late.
Oh, they ain't letting them go now.
Well, what if they just detained him?
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, man, we'll give you the keys. You got your babies here. But the other question is, are you then the cop? Are you gonna follow her and be like, so did you leave the kids in the car when you went for your interview? Now I gotta call CPS. Or is she a great mom? I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. She took her babies into the interview. She bought them one of those XL Nacho Grande platters, and she was like, okay, babies, y'all eat this and y'all share
smart
while mama goes over here and smashes this interview.
Smart.
I feel like that's what she did. I hope she got the job. I hope she did. Because Taco Bell be slapping. So I imagine her coming home with like a taco 10-pack. She's like, I'm feeding my family.
Yeah.
I'm bringing home the bacon.
Smart.
In her case, it's a 10 case of tacos where, it's like tacos. So I'm hoping sis got the job, but I'm hoping bruh slows down. No pun intended.
Yeah.
I'm hoping bruh is just like, you know what? I gotta be a little bit more serious about what's going on. And weaving in, I'm like, okay, look, I have, as I said on the previous podcast, I speed. Boogie, you've driven with me. I got a lead foot sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't be weaving in and out of traffic.
That's the part.
Other people in the car. I usually only will push it and speed and do like fast and furious, dangerous stuff. When it's me by myself. Because if I die, it's just me. I would feel bad if we got to Heaven's Gates and it's just like,
wait. You would feel bad? You would be dead.
I mean, yes, I will be dead. But as we make our ascension, like in the cartoons, when the spirits go out the body, I'll be like, I'm sorry, Boogie. I'm sorry. I would feel bad. I get to the pearly gates and I'm like, God, send her back. Send her back, but keep me because it was my fault. I don't make dumb decisions when I'm driving with other people in the car. If I'm in the car, like I said, it's Fast and Furious. So I feel like, again, bruh's heart was in the right place. He was just like, look, my boo got to get this job and we about to get a discount on these tacos.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good luck.
I hope he doesn't drive to court, though. I hope when he goes to his court appearance, take an Uber, bruh. Take an Uber. Because if you've had this many infractions, honestly, if he's had this many infractions, I'm trying to figure out why they haven't taken his license. True. Don't just suspend the license. Just take it. How many infractions has bruh had?
True. So very true. That's a
I feel
valid.
like though Texas and Florida are the two states where I am not going to mess around in,
Not at all.
because I know, and those are the two death penalty states. I feel like getting a speed ticket would be like
Mm-hmm.
death penalty for you, Nate. So I'm just like, I don't even want to mess around in Florida. I'm 10-2 in it. If the speed limit is 35, I'm going 33. Like, I don't want to mess around in those two states. And bruh was just like, I'm in a benzo. It is what it is. So, I mean, I hope Mr. Jackson comes out okay in the situation. I hope he comes out okay. I hope
Yeah.
sis got the job, and I hope the children keep flourishing. Keep flourishing, y'all. Keep on flourishing. You know, Boogie. You know I love doing that. We have come to the end of the 100th episode. I guess it's the end because I'm out of champagne. It's crazy. I managed to down a whole bottle of champagne for the 100th episode. So shout out to that. Shout out to the No Sleep crew. Like, subscribe on all of your podcast platforms. Again, we appreciate you for all of the support. We seen on the last episode that the views went up.
Yeah.
So you guys are listening and you're watching. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Again, please like and subscribe, because you know we made it to 100. So you know we're gonna get to 200 and then 300 and 400 and 500 and so forth. You know, so shout out to everyone who has supported. Shout out to every sponsor. Thank you to everyone at Rose Gold, excuse me. Shout out to everyone
This
at
man
Black
tipsy.
Watches,
You could
Shannon.
tell.
It's a
This
little
guy.
bit. It's,
Yeah.
it's been a little bit of the champagnes over the course of the
Okay.
episode.
Okay.
Shout out to Eli over there at Chummy. So I'm shouting out to everybody. Again, it's the 100th episode, and I'm excited that we have hit
Yeah.
the podcast milestone. So
Feel
shout out to
good.
y'all.
Feel great. Yeah.
What you
Shout
got,
out to him.
Boogie? I'm not being chatty Cathy no more. What you got, Bugs?
As always, thank you so much for all of your support and continued support. Supporting this little podcast, but we're making waves. We're steaming along. You know, go ahead and smash that bell notification on YouTube so you can get all the content as soon as it drops. And you know, remember to tell a friend that this is your favorite podcast, and they should be listening to it as well.
Listening and or watching, because we're on the YouTubes, and
Yes, we are.
YouTube's has been growing.
Yes.
So again, we appreciate everybody for tuning in and to another 100. You know,
Let's go.
let's get it. Well, I got nothing else to say. Again, I'm out of liquors, so you know I'm your boy Nate Galloway.
That's the best time to end the podcast when you're out of liquor. And I'm Adrian Bradybird.
And this has been another dope ass episode of Legend Nate. We are back.